All right, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And yes, I'm on the laptop out talking you again. But anyway, so we got something special going on tonight. We're gonna continue our Women Thou Wear Out Thou, but we also gonna continue our reaction as I uploaded the video. It's probably already on YouTube. Go check it out. Where Pimpin' Ken was going back and forth with a trick. And the live, we're gonna continue to react to that. Relationships is cooked, y'all. That's the premise of the video reaction that I did. So I already got it ready to go. But let's just kind of get this intro going with this. Listen, as I told y'all earlier, you listen to what helps you, not what hurts you. You listen to those mainly who build you up, not those who put you down. And it shouldn't matter how the truth look. The truth is the truth. See, people, and I heard Master P, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull that up later. He made a good point in the short that I was watching earlier, where he talked about how people just want to show it after they get it. He said, but he been had it. And it was like, it was a good speech, what he was saying. And hopefully I'll get around to it. But we got to continue this series because all of these women want to get married. They want a dude to take care of them, but they're not good. Hardly none of them is good. Like, they just not like this. Just the reality, man, including the married ones. A lot of them ain't ish either. Sneaky, at work doing all kind of stuff, at home doing all kind of stuff, flirting with people, got people thinking they like them, got dudes thinking like, I probably can get her. Going home, jagging, hoping he got a shot with her. Clarence Williams says, simps are made that way. What's going on, Clarence? Hopefully we'll get these women to finally show up. But they know they just proving my point. The first time we did it, it was some in here. And they let us, or shall I say, let me vet them a little bit, but not a lot. They didn't really let me vet them. So y'all remember 15-minute rule, and then we probably gonna get into this reaction, but the live is still gonna be going. Let me just try to post again. Let's see something. I don't want to go off of here because Twin said, yo, in the house. What's going on, Twin? So we continue in this good women wear our thou. You got all these women on here trying to show other women how to take men's hard-earned money. And I'm telling you, you walking the dog. Is it warm out there? I'm telling you, when we get to this, these guys are making matters worse. They making matters worse, but they gonna get better. Isaiah 4:1 is gonna come to pass. And when it's all said and done, I'm gonna look like a pure genius. But it's not me, it's the scripture. The scripture already predicted it. But I'm just seeing how it's unfolding with married women getting mad at their husbands for what they don't have. And some of the husbands gave up what they was getting to live and do things a certain way for them. And it's weird how some of them, they liked them more when they was bad guys. When Like, y'all ever notice how women just be loving the thug and the pookie and all? Trust me when I tell you, y'all think I'm just speaking stuff that I done heard? I'm speaking stuff that I done seen and experienced. And it's like all the variables that come with being in a relationship just make it not worth it. Knowing that the average marriage only lasts 8 years. So where's your relationship headed? Knowing that most women in relationships cheat. So where's your relationship headed? Ocean Stars here. You finally made it in. I saw you coming in that last time I left. That's real. We got one woman in here. Ocean Star, where are you from? If you take long to answer, you're gonna make me think you somebody that know me that's trolling. But good women, where are thou? Because like I say, I got plenty dudes for you if you all that. If you worthwhile, I got plenty dudes for you. I got friends, I got family, I got dudes on YouTube. I got plenty dudes for you. But the fact of the matter is most of these women is just out for what they can get. And as long as you giving them what they want, whatever that is, it's all different with each one. She said, I'm at work. Are you from Miami? Said, I'm at work. You must have got one of them jobs where you pretty much independent. So guys, what guys try to do, she said, yes, sir, is a lot of guys try to placate to their strengths. Like if they don't got game but they got money, then they gonna try to make it like game don't work at all. And that tricking is the way to go. When the actual fact of the matter is in 2025, the way these women are, both of them work. It just depends on the individual. Depends. I say, and I'm gonna repeat this from what I was thinking about this when I was watching. Yes. What's going on, Bobo? Why can't I see myself? Wait, hold on, yeah. Camera was unplugged. What they mean? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Never mind, I got it. So some comments was being made while I was gone. Regular ASS Skeleton says, is 40 and 50 years of marriage questionable to you? Absolutely. Sometimes the only one that I ever seen that was legitimate was my grandmother. Most of them, a lot of people, they stayed together, but they was doing all kind of stuff where they could have really went their own separate ways. Bobo said, yo, what's going on, Bobo? Bobo is here before I'm finna leave. Bobo used to catch me. I'm like, dang, man, Bobo in here. Bobo came late. Bobo on time today. Ocean Star said, what's good? You tell me, Ocean Star. You from Miami, man. The guys would like to see a picture. We hear a lot about you being in Brickell. You be in Brickell. No, not my names. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in there if y'all can hear me. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Chad, keep this up. Can you hear? You can hear me, Ocean Star? Are you from the rough side, Miami Garden side? Okay, thanks. You from the side where all the black people live? Them dudes would be shooting it up. Woo-hoo. I know a guy. He came up here and got in trouble. He's from North Miami Beach. He came up here and got in trouble. He was a cool dude, though. But let me see if I want to highlight Ocean Star. So how's the relationship / dating landscape down there, Ocean? We'll just wait for her to answer, but we'll keep going. So all these women, mine is trash. Why is yours trash? How tall are you, Ocean? What's your race? How tall are you? You don't have to tell me how much you weigh. Just give me a range. So you a dude? What you mean you a dude? Why you got a girl picture on there? You rainbow? But anyway, so you gotta keep it 100, Ocean. If you rainbow, you gotta change that picture up in here, man. You could stay, you could listen, but you got to change your picture, man. I mean, unfortunately, we kind of different in here. So there's Hennessy. Laugh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, you. Never mind. Kids, they do that kind of stuff. But anyway, we glad you're here, man. You had me worried for a second, man. We was trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, but back to what we said. Hennessy is one of the ones we were vetting out last time. Hennessy didn't tell us everything, but she kind of um, did cooperate with some of the vetting, and we appreciate that. But Trump, well, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. President Trump is my favorite white person in the world, and it's been that way for a while. I'm not trying to hear about Central Park. No, I don't. I don't care. I'm going by what I'm seeing right now. You the real one. Thanks. I appreciate that. And it's Trump. Here's the thing that people are sleeping on. President Trump, he knows Barron, and like I was telling my son, either Barron or Trump be watching my videos. And that sounds far-fetched, but I'm going to show you how I know. Twin said, I'm back. I made a comment on a recent video. Those of y'all that watch all my videos, you probably know which one, where I said that Trump needs to get in there and do something about child support. And I was talking about how when guys be getting divorced, their wives be claiming the kid, but they still got to pay for everything. Trump came right in. This is how I know Trump showed his homage to the manosphere, because I'm the main one that was saying it like that, but I'm not the only one that made mention to how something needed to be done about those child support laws, man. And he came right in and did it. Right in and did it. All them little sisters and brothers trying to claim dude kids, but he got to pay for them. That's over with. That's over with. And that's one time, I ain't no snitch, but that's one time I was going to snitch. Heartlessly. I wouldn't care if you're 90 years old. You try to claim my kids, I'm going to get you locked up. Just simple as that. But he came in right off the bat. This how he gonna go down probably as the best president of all time. Because if you look at even last time, and I know some of y'all probably ain't with him like that, but just hear me out. He saved all those carrier jobs before he was even in there. This time he comes in and he just right away just goes right at the child support thing. Said if he paying child support, you can't claim the kids. Appreciate that, Twin. He said fire, smash the like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll definitely do that. Oh my goodness. You was on child. So the kid, that must be your youngest that did the picture. You got grown kids, Ocean? That man. 22 years. Wait, hold on, man. I gotta calculate that. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna write on this box. 22 years. He said he paid $64,907. How did you end up paying 22 years and not 18? See, that's scaring me, man. That's the average of, okay, that's not 3, that's 2, 44, 20 right here, 209, and 22, 9, 8, 1, it's 198. It's 11, 10. So that's 22.5. Yeah, 110. So that's 8. Okay, that's 9, 5, 295. So you 50? You pay $295 a month. Did that sound about right? And I'm trying to figure out, how did you end up paying 4 years? Oh man, dude. Wait, whoa. Oh, he said that to Ocean. That's messed up. I ain't no parent, but still. Regular, I wouldn't trade my kids for nothing in the world, but I'm gonna tell you, like, when the dude has kids, you don't just remember how Otis said, you done lost your advantage there, boy. You done lost your advantage. So I got on child support when I was 24 years old. I got out of it when I was like 42. I'm 50 and it ain't even started yet. Hopefully I could get around it, but I don't know. Y'all wonder why I go so hard at this kind of talk, man? Because, dude, like I always say, when I met her, I wasn't out here not getting vag, not getting no girls like me, not doing. It wasn't even like that, man. It was the total opposite. It's like it practically seemed like they all like me. And a lot of them still do. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show you. We got some interesting stuff coming up in the days ahead. I'm gonna show y'all something though. To see, this is what I know. Guys be on YouTube trying to act like other guys don't know what they talking about, and they lacking this, they lacking that. But the fact of the matter is, when I look at YouTube, when I look at the content that I make and the content that other people make, I see clearly that people got good advice and good wisdom. And it's not one person. If you one person and you're trying to act like everybody should listen to you and nobody else, you have mental issues. You got mental issues. Something wrong with you. Ocean says Florida don't play about no child support. Scary, man. That stuff's scary, man. And the thought of having to pay somebody else. JJ in the house. He said, "Hey, Matrix, what's going on, JJ? Because you chose to do this, or you chose to do this, or you chose to do this, you chose to have kids, or you chose to get married. And now, because a lot of times it'd be the other person going to change their mind about you, and you got to pay. It's crazy, man. It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. But look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be running two. We're going to keep women, good women wear our dial, but what we're going to do, we're going to continue to react to something that I was watching. It was Pimpin' Ken versus The Trick. His name was Will. And so I got it pulled up on the TV, but I'm just going to play the audio in the background. And I'm going to be stopping it as we go. These are two opposite viewpoints, and both of them did major damage when it comes to relationship. And like I say, relationships are cooked because of tricks, because of pimps, because of 304s, because of pookies. It's a lot of people that done contributed to it. And like I always say, Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. So let's get back into this.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't want to be a pimp. I don't need a woman to bring me the money. I got the money. You see what I'm saying? I'm the man with the master plan.
Do you feel that tricks get like a bad reputation?
Sometimes
that little young dude was asking some good questions in the background, y'all. He really was.
No, but right now, making tricking great again is a movement. I just see it all over. You see?
So now everything they're gonna say making great again. So now he's saying making tricking great again.
And that's a good thing, right? Yeah. Making trick great again. See what the color is? Oh yeah. What is it? Black and red?
In case y'all don't know or y'all want to watch the video for yourself, it's on Real Life Productions. Pimp versus Trick, America's Most Glorified Pimp, Pimpin' Ken versus the world's, he say he 100% Trick, Will.
Hey, what colors are my shoes?
Got the red bone. Look, Joe has some 45. What's up, Clutch? Clutch Hutch says, yo, what's going on, Clutch? We reacting to a video and we also continuing the Good Women, Where Art Thou? We doing them both at the same time, y'all.
It's a pivot master trick too, man. It's funny because
make sure y'all supporting the show in whatever way you can. Hit the like button, share the content. Cash donations is accepted as well. Preferably Cash App if you can do so. If you can't, you'll get your chance.
What's up? It is good. Hey, these motherfuckers feel good, man. These motherfuckers feel good. Thank you. See where your money went, Will.
So he said, you got the trick, which is Will. You got the pimp, which is Pimpin' Ken. And Pimpin' Ken says that it's guys like Will that helped him get the red bottom, $4,500 shoes. Will says that Pimpin' Ken is outdated, that women can just deal with guys like him.
So let me go back to you because it's always like, you watch a movie like...
Regular Skeleton says just the idea of having to pay child support for long term, like 20, 30 years, is definitely something that a parent shouldn't be silenced about, especially when it is high cost. And there's guys like Ocean that's really helping y'all. He put up the numbers. That's a lot, man.
Friday, you see Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. You look at that and be like, I could just buy that, huh? Yeah. Quick, fast, in a hurry. In a hurry. Skip all the bullshit. Yeah, man, you got time to do that. Talk is wasting time. You see what I'm saying? That's why I couldn't never be a pimp. I ain't got time to do no.
He said talk is a waste of time. That's why he ain't got time to be no pimp. He said he could just buy women like, remember Miss Parker from Friday.
So let me ask you, what's the most you done spent on some honey? I just spent. I went to a place one time. I spent like $7,500 for like 1 hour. What place?
$7,500 for 1 hour. He rich, y'all. In case y'all know, he got businesses. They say he a millionaire. And here's the thing. We're gonna come back to that. But he made a good point. He said that he ain't gonna never marry them. So he ain't gonna never have to worry about alimony. He just giving up a little money here, a little money there as he gets it. And remember, he got his own businesses, so.
Make some sense. Hey, how you think I went that private jet? That nigga is carrying me $7,500. This is one of my personal customers, man. I love this nigga, man. Y'all laughing, but I love this nigga. I would be shit without him. He's absolutely right. Right. So how you know it?
So I don't know if he was referring that when he got the 7,500, when he paid the 7,500, I don't know if he was saying that he paid him, but it almost seemed like it. Good women, where y'all at, man? Y'all, to me, y'all just seem like y'all gold digger. They don't come in here. They over there with Sheba trying to figure out how they can get guys like Will. You ain't got to figure out how to get guys like Will. Will gonna trick on who he want to trick on. But there's guys out here that you gonna have to figure out because for one, I teach dudes not to even tell people what they got. Like it ain't a person that walks the earth that can tell you how much money I have. They can't. I couldn't even tell you. I can't even tell you how much I got in my wallet right now.
Do you ever, after you spent that money, look at yourself in the mirror and feel away? Nah, I feel good because I feel like at the end of the day, when I die, I feel like I can think about that. I don't think about no shoes and clothes. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear that. That's why they call me, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Chief Empty Palms. You see what I'm saying? That's what Pimp McKinney is. They palms stay empty. I'm going to give it to him. I can cut it out one way. You know, it's the trick as well.
Hey, he was taking digs at Ken the whole time, like almost like he was trying to say Ken broke. But I seriously doubt it. The good woman is the one catching the bus to work. Yeah. Yeah. Like, did y'all see my video earlier? Like they be looking all sad. That's what make them start messing with tricks. And if y'all know Corey Holcomb, his going rate is 200, and he said he only deal with broke chicks. He said he like them needy. He don't want nobody that got everything, got their act together. And I think he gonna say something like this too.
Like, man, if you ain't tricking, you ain't fucking. It's as simple as that. Nobody want no broke nigga, man. So I feel happy.
I think we need to repeat that. You hear what he said? This is what a lot of them try to say. I think I don't agree with him 100%. I don't, because trust me, I'm not saying I'm broke. I'm not rich, but I'm not broke. Like I got some money in different places. But he says, let's see if we can go back to it without going too far. He said, if you ain't got money, you ain't effing. Wait, hold on. We're gonna go back to this. Y'all know I got them ads on now.
What place was this? Hey, how you think I went their private jet? That nigga is carrying me 7,500. This is what.
All right, so yeah, he did say that. He did admit that that's how he got it.
Y'all laughing, but I love this nigga. I would be shit without him. He's absolutely right. Right.
He agreeing with him.
Do you ever, after you spent that money, look at yourself in the
I'm
mirror?
gonna replay what he said.
Nah, I feel good because I feel like at the end of the day, when I die, I feel like I can think about that. I don't think about no shoes and clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Watch what he said.
That's why they call him, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Chief Empty Palms. You see what I'm saying? That's what Pimp McKinney is. They palms stay empty. I'm gonna give it to him.
He say his palms stay empty.
You know, it's the tricking is the way of life, man. If you ain't tricking, you ain't fucking.
So he says that tricking is a way of life. If you ain't tricking, you ain't effing. There's some truth to that, y'all. I hate to say it. But it's not all the way true because everybody is different and every situation is different. The female, Ocean said, the female he's paying, it's a dude. Get that for free.
Simple as that. Nobody want no broke nigga, right?
He said, nobody want no broke nigga. That's not true either. I'm going to tell you why it's not. Because I worked in jails, red pill job. And I saw dudes that other dudes that know them said they was broke. Women calling them, FaceTiming them, everything. The women be tricking too. Come on, man. These women some of these women like cash and deal. See, I go both ways. See, like Will don't like those type of women, but those type of women exist. These women they be giving people money too, y'all. I've seen that as well. Like I used to work with this guy. We worked at this Catholic, it was like a Catholic retirement home. And he said, watch this. He held his phone on like this. That phone ringing, 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 ringing. Keep in mind, that was a temporary job. He said, man, I said, so what they be saying? He said, I got women with money. He said, I don't even like, yeah, they do, JJ. Women like jailbirds. They like tricking on God. They got, where I used to work, they got the commissary. They call it the biggie bag. It costs $100. And them women stay buying them dudes that biggie bag. Dudes used to be like, man, watch this. I bet you she buy me a biggie bag. Then they call his name. Such and such, he get the biggie bag. Boom. Meat, all type of stuff in there. Yeah, they be tricking on those guys. I saw it firsthand. Firsthand. That's why it was,
you know,
hold on. It was satire. How dudes were saying they want a woman to do this and that and cash them and that. But that really be happening. Women really do be cashing dudes now.
Has mastered the art of conversation while you have virtually none. Don't you feel like instead of spending your money, you should up your conversation? No, that's a waste of time. Why I go to a female like, what you need? Most of the time, that light bill need to be paid. Half the time, if I get the gas bill paid, it's on. And I'm talking about the car, I'm the gas in your car. I can't get the gas station all the time, man. Getting $5.
100. Hennessy said, wow.
So you catch them, see what they put.
Hennessy, what you think of that? What you think of that? And matter of fact, Hennessy, which one would you prefer? If you had to pick dealing with one of these, Pimpin' Ken or Will? 20 said 100 3 times. Not sure? He said he don't like doing all that talking. He don't want to do all that talking. He said if he get the gas bill paid, he good. He ain't lying, because look, if you a trick in Wisconsin, come April 15th, them gas bill, they going to be trying to make arrangements or it's going to get cut off. See, with the moratorium in the Midwest, you can go up until April 15th and not pay your gas bill. They're going to need somebody like Will. JJ said, I don't know how some women are able to keep up with that lifestyle. I'm only 23 years old, and I'm already fed up with this world. And Regular said, well, self-love. The thing is, exactly, you got to love yourself. Chris said the Offset and Cardi B situation. Yep. So the thing is, y'all gotta find things that make you happy. Even if you gotta reminisce on your childhood practically every week, if you gotta go watch Rugrats episode, if that's what to make you happy, sure. I can't wait. I don't think they got He-Man on. I'm gonna have to look. Because that new He-Man, that practically disappointed me, man. Like, I felt like a little kid. Like, how you gonna let Skeletor knock He-Man practically out of the world with one punch? And all those fights He-Man and Skeletor used to have, Skeletor couldn't even get a hit off. But you got to find those things that make you happy, man, because if you start focusing on what people think, what people do, what people think, and what they think of you, it's going to make you unhappy. Man, you ain't never lied, Ocean. That's why I love my PS5. I'ma always play video game. If I'm on a cane, I'm gonna be shaking trying to play it. Like hit my hand my hand be stuck. I'm gonna be trying to play. Hand be stuck like this, like 90 years old trying to play video game. 90 years old watching Leave It to Beaver, The Cosby Show, and Martin. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's how you enjoy life. Hennessy said, inner child love yourself. Yes, sir. Exactly.
195 all day long. That's my tactic.
He said you
I got to do it that way.
That's why I love my game, PS2 GameCube. You still play the PS2? What you play on PS2? GameCube and Switch. Which games you play on the PS2? I gotta check out what he gonna say, man. We're gonna react to this whole video.
They got them out there taking 40s now. So, kid, let me ask you.
He said, what they call it, the $40 hookup. He said that the pimps got them out there taking 40s now. They definitely taking them in Milwaukee. Virtual Fighter he said, I pulled out Virtual Fighter the other day. Man, y'all know I was playing Tecmo Bowl a couple weeks ago. Hennessy said, I'm a big kid. I love my toys for real, for real. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm telling you, man. One day I'm just going to take some days off. I'm going to get me a couple bottles. And I'm just going to chill in front of the TV. Like, I don't got to go all the way over there. See, I'm going to get my chance to go over there. I could have been went over there. I always got the money every year off and on to go on these trips. But that's not that important to me because I be having fun right here. I still ain't watched Squid Game yet. So, I mean, there's plenty stuff to do. Then February 4th, I'll be going to the movies. February 14th, Captain America, Falcon, Captain America now. Plenty stuff to do. These dudes just want to have a bit like this with cigars. All up in women's face. Yeah, Bo Jackson, unstoppable on there, man. Unstoppable. And that's who I was using. That's who I was playing with. Just running up and down the field on him. The $40 hookup sounds like a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Dude, did y'all see that video? I'm going to show you something. Did y'all see the video where the girl came up to me? She wasn't on the camera, but I was doing the video, and she came up to my car and was begging. If I was that type of dude, I'd be like, I got some money for you, but you know what you're going to have to do. You know what you're going to have to do. It's easy. I don't believe there's no such thing as no incel. No such thing. That means that you involuntary celibate. You not celibate. You could go buy these chicks, man. I don't believe in that. Nobody's incel. But they want to be. They making themselves be. She came up to me, man. I ain't gonna lie. She came up. Yeah, she was thick. Dude, man, that's why it don't make sense at all to be with a woman that's not having sex with you. You could pay for it. I'm telling you, I know one right now. Be talking plenty stuff, just practically begging dudes to come bang. Begging them. I could come to her like a gentleman, or I could come to her like, so what you want me to ask you? Just flat out, you effing? Nah, I'm not, dude. It's easy, man. It seems hard because some people's methods make it hard. JJ said, Matrix, I'm from Chicago and I know Milwaukee is no better and maybe even worse. I'm still trying to figure out if I should leave in the future or star because of my family. You got it, JJ. You ain't been watching my relocation videos, hey. You need to leave Chicago. Who cares about your family being there? They obviously not helping you because you said, going back up to what you said, they not doing their job. Let's go back up to what you said, JJ. I don't know how some women are able to keep up with that lifestyle. I'm only 23 years old and I'm already fed up with this world. You need to get away from them. I don't, but the thing is, it also depends on your personality too. Like, do you like being alone or do you not like being alone? Me, I love it. I like being around my kids, but I don't mind being alone at all. Not at all. Oh yeah. I be watching cartoons on there, Hennessy. You can find your cartoon inside of YouTube. So JJ, it depends on you. I would try to make myself get you some money and just start visiting these places. And you're right, it ain't. You said, was my sign Libra? You should know. Libra, yeah. Unless you asking JJ that. Imagine Corey and Topanga, a Boy Meets World, would be like. Yeah, I remember that show. But I already know Chicago, man. It's like, I heard y'all can't even sit in cars. Dudes be wanting to catch bodies that bad. They be shooting people ain't did nothing to them. Just so they can say they caught a body. Yeah, I think you would like Alabama better than Chicago. You got family down there or you know people down there? Oh no, Ocean, you saying JJ need to go to Alabama. Why you say Alabama? All right, let's get back to it.
Do you ever feel bad for the trick? Like they done lost like half their fortune. They out doing bad. They done spent all their money on some, chasing a woman's puss. On to the next. Hey, name one broke trick you know. I don't know. They're normally on at the time.
Live there for 2 years.
Ain't no trick, bro. We do this every night. Let me say this. Fall off weekly. Let me say
He
this.
digging. Regular say I live in Illinois, but I don't live in Chicago. I don't know how people can even survive a city like that. Yeah, man. Chicago. I know about Chicago from the so-called days. Rent is cheap in Alabama. They still be banging down there though. What part of Alabama? I could have had some correctional jobs in there. I was like, no, man. I thought about going to Alabama. At one point in time, I was going to move to Columbus, Georgia. Then this one dude was telling me about Athens, man. He sold Athens. I was like, man, you got me wanting to go down there. I was practically finna go down to Athens, Georgia and visit. How he was talking about, he said, man, I got family down there, man. It's so fun down there. And the stories that he gave, man, he sold me on Athens. I was on my computer like Athens, Georgia, bestplaces.net. Yeah, man. I think I've never been this angry. Like this snow just makes me angry. Like angry. And then like when people just be blowing their horns and stuff, it don't even gotta be at me. When they do it to other people, it just like I gotta get better with this because when a person blows at somebody else over something that they ain't doing right, it just lights my fire, man. I gotta get better. I was practically gritting my teeth earlier. People only praise Chicago because when they visit, they only see the north side. Yeah, see, I could tell you that. That is this more side. He said that is more city feel and built up. The southwest side is where I live. It's depressing like Detroit. Southwest. Uh what you ain't gotta tell me like just what number? 60s, 70s, hundreds. Just give me the number. Don't tell me the street. Just give me a number. And how old are you again, JJ? 23? Yeah, a couple of my college buddies, when they went back home, they ended up getting killed. And this was in 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. Like that was like one of my best friends in college too. But he went. So what happened with him is when he came to college, this was crazy. Said JJ, regular said JJ, I feel like the only Chicago that isn't dangerous is Chicago style pizza. Mike Davis said, what's up with you? Watching that Street Stars video interview the Pimp versus the Trick. I watched last night. Pimp and Ken was legit mad. I think I kind of lost a little respect for him after the interview. Why you say that, Mike? You think he handled him? He was kind of getting some digs. I'm gonna finish this up. Why you say that? You think he handled Pimp and Ken? Man, Pimp and Ken is a cool dude. Like, far as like, if you meet him, he a cool dude, man. Like, and he the type that'll try to give you some advice. Like my old pastor that passed away. He had a video store that our church was in the back, and Pimp and Ken, he used to he was gangster, so he used to deal with all of them back in his old days. Oh yeah, he did. He let the Trick get under his skin. But Pimp and Ken told the pastor, man, you need to take this down to Atlanta. He said, they'll love you down there. That's exactly what they want. So he wasn't no hating type of dude. Just like you could tell right here that he wasn't hating, but I agree, Mike. And that's what I noticed. Like he was taking some digs. Like he was trying to say he was broke. Let me tell you something, man. And I ain't no dry snitch. And I don't know him personally, but I know a lot of people that know a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you something, man. how can I say this? Where the dudes he ran with, and the side where he, like that area where he from, man, that dude probably was sitting on millions apart from that. He ain't broke. I guarantee you he not broke. He probably, look, I'm going to tell you something about Milwaukee. Milwaukee ain't that big, but Milwaukee got a lot of 304s, a lot of tricks, a lot of Johns, and a lot of hypes. If y'all don't know what a hype is, drug addict. So he ain't broke. He just don't believe in giving women his money. He believe in them giving him their money. So this how it is. And I'm going to repeat this, I'm sure. If you just want a fun time, but not for a long time, you could be like Will. If you trying to have something more worthwhile, a little more serious, you probably better off being like Pimpin' Ken. Mike said, yeah, he pulled his phone out and it kind of got it buried. Yeah, because, yeah, he was taking digs, man. And I like Pimpin' Ken. He just didn't handle himself good on this interview. Nah, man. I was thinking that too. That's why we got to get back into it. Yeah, he was, wait a minute. Man, did it just come out the wall? Yeah, it sure did. Sure did. I need an extension. Well, I still got a little juice. But yeah, let's get back to it.
I mean, he talking about a whole different other category. He ain't talking about Pimpin' Ken. You know what I'm saying, man? Because shit, man, I've been doing this shit since Jaws was a goldfish. He a shark today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gold shark. So what I'm saying is that I respect Will and his perspective, because remember we was talking earlier. I said I'd rather for a motherfucker just go ahead and give a bitch her money and date the bitch.
A trick relies on putting other men down. Because by putting other men down, when they make moves, it elevates them. Regler said, always had a feeling that hikers had another meaning outside of people that go camping. No, I said hike, like HYPE. That's what we call them. That's what we used to call them. I don't know what they call them now. I'm still connected somewhat, but I try not to be like, well, let me not say it like that. But hypes, like don't believe the hype. They could see, you might be on to something. Maybe that's what they call them now. Mike said, I'm not trick. It's not my style, but if it works for you, I won't shame you. Man, tricking to work for anybody with these today women. But like I said, Isaiah 4:1 is going to come to pass, because once those tricks is gone, guys going to know what they was doing. And they're not going to marry them. They're not going to move them in. So they're going to be like Isaiah 4:1. We will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. See, they talking stuff now. These women literally sabotaging their relationship just to get back out here in the club. But what they don't realize is the only thing you getting is DIC kite. That's what you getting. Some of them, that's what they want, but that's what they're going to get. And that's why I tell you guys, when you give her back to the street and she don't do well with the street. Do not take her back. Do not take her back. Do not take her back. Because these dudes, they gonna pump on her. She gonna get dead up. And bodies, right. And when it don't work out, she gonna try to talk smooth and don't have sex with her. Cause some of these women, they'll know this what they doing out here too. Like, remember, I was the one that predicted that these women were gonna be old as dirt getting pregnant. Because these dudes ain't got no pull-out game and they don't want to. Chick 76 years old just got pregnant. Another one 64. Another one 57. They getting divorced and then they getting pregnant and they practically 50 years old. 76. Look it up. Type in 76-year-old pregnant. No self-respect. Exactly. 76. As I'm saying, a 57. Since I said this, Giselle's 44. She got pregnant. The 57-year-old was on there crying, saying she got pregnant. Now the 76-year-old, 64-year-old, probably your wife is next. Some of y'all dudes, if y'all got ex-wife, they probably next. I saw a 43-year-old. And that's deadly for you. If you got young kids, you already know they're going to have them kids practically like slaves. They ain't going to have they're going to lose their childhood because of these old women, and they stubborn selves don't want to stand down, and they end up divorced, and then they get with these 30-something-year-old dudes, and these dudes getting them pregnant. And so now your kid, 11, 12, 13, ain't going to have no life. She going to steal her childhood. Go get this. Go do that for me. Go do this. And she'll have them doing it for the other dude too. These women be instigating because they know some of us dudes have been took off on them dudes. But that's what they want. So you could be locked up. So you won't be able to do anything with somebody else. JJ said a lot of these marriages are a wrap. Usually the man and the wife sneaking around on each other. What's the point of marriage if they do that? Especially, what a man gonna sneak around? Man, if you got to do that, why you even get married? I have never cheated, even when things went sour. Never. To me, that was just weak. Like, that was always weak, me sneaking around. And I got in a big debate. Two dudes at my old job, they ganged up on me. I was like, man, y'all some cowards. Y'all sneaking around on y'all wives. Dude said, that's just my girlfriend. She lived with me. He said, if I want me some side, I'm going to get me some side. That's how he said it. He was at work banging some of them chicks. And then these chicks will get mad at you because you ain't banging. I'm telling you, people wonder why I'm telling you. A lot of women didn't like the fact that I wasn't sending D-pics and I wasn't trying to bang. See, the last place they were kind of cool because I would kind of conversate. I wasn't sending out no pics. I would kind of conversate. Hennessy, here you go with this monogamy stuff again. Hennessy want monogamy. Exactly why I'm single right now. It is Hennessy. I think every woman cheating. I think you're right. The ones that's not cheating, they flirting with somebody. This is what they doing. Almost every woman is either getting banged, flirting, watching porn, somebody sending them D-pics. They all doing something. Hennessy said, nope. Hennessy ain't with that polygyny. But a lot of women ain't. You're going to be alone, Hennessy. You're going to be alone. I can't be with. I refuse to be with just one. I'm not doing that no more. Because the frustration that comes with that is just too much. I want to be able to tell them, "Oh, you ain't doing nothing. Oh, you want to act like that and go over here." Louder. Why y'all got the door locked? That's my ideal situation. Like, get away from the door. You'll get your turn tomorrow. No, dude. And you not finna control. Ain't nobody finna control me with the Bible. They had concubine. Women didn't have no control back then, and they don't now. Mike said, I never cheated on my ex-wife. I don't cheat. I don't do sneaky because he said, if I want plenty women, I don't get married. That's that, exactly. And that's how it should be. Unless you practice polygyny, and you just all of them gonna be all equal, be your wives. Scarcity mind says sneaky around hiding your phone, that's a sucker. I agree with you. My thing though, I'm not dealing with one. I don't believe a man should give up his friends, hanging around his friends, or just have one. I don't believe that. Because they change. They switch up on you. I agree with Boss Mac. If y'all know who that is, YouTuber Boss Mac, that you should always have more than one. Ocean said, I think every woman cheat because they have a wild side. Facts. Facts. I'll show y'all something. Listen real careful when they talk about men. Listen real carefully when your girl, your wife, even mention another man. You gonna find out everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. If somebody told her that some dude was packing and she talks about him, that's what she wants. If you packing, but she's still talking about somebody else that's packing, that means she just wants some new meat. Like I tell you, I'll be driving this home with my sons. I'll be like, y'all, you trying to love these chicks. These chicks is not lovable and they not gonna love you. They're gonna use you. They use you. Then when they don't need you no more, when they get their own money, when somebody else can give them the money, or whatever the situation is, that's gonna be the end of you. And if you try to stay around, did y'all see that video that I posted with the two little short people? I don't think they was midgets, they just short. The husband and wife fighting like crazy. Throwing down. That's when you stay too long. That's what happens. Regular said, isn't like 76 like the early stages of retirement? Home type phase of life? Apparently not. If they still got eggs, they can get pregnant. Hennessy, I never cheated. She put 8 emojis up. Then she said, That's crazy. When I was in love with the phone, one person for almost 20 years. She said she loved Hennessy, you the exception to the rule. Let me ask you something, Hennessy. What would you say you did wrong? Why is it that you say that you were such a good woman, but it didn't work out? What was the issue? What would you say the problem was? Next question. Did you ever deny him sex or half perform? Like, come on, hurry up. And that's not even that personal. You can answer that, Hennessy. Mike said, once a woman gets comfortable around you, game over for you. Mike hitting him. Said, we did not have any issues or problems. He was a truck driver. He decided he wanted something else, and that was fine. I'll let him do that without me. But you loved him, though. He told you? So did he tell you, like, I want more than one woman? Did he come tell you like that? He didn't, or did he try to sneak behind your back? Like a little punk. I removed myself. But did he? Lady D. Black man, women is a Mary Jane. Blunt or Hennessy? No, so he wasn't sneaking around. We got Lady D in the house. Lady, you're a lady, right? You say Lady D. Black man, women. It's Mary Jane, Blunt or Hennessy. Always ready. Oh. Some of y'all women, no, y'all be. JJ said, Matrix, what are some good city choices for the future? What cities would you choose? I still have to travel a little. Let me ask you a question. Are you comfortable with being around whites? Like, how comfortable on a percentage scale, 1 to 100%, how comfortable are you being around mostly white people? All women cheat. And the thing about white women be doing some filthy stuff, man. Hennessy said he got caught and I never told him I knew. Oh, so you kind of spied on him. You outsmarted him. That's why he shouldn't have been sneaking around. You don't seem bad, Hennessy. But I think the issue with you is that little monogamy stuff. No. You say 65%? If you that comfortable around them, then look into Arizona and Arlington, Texas. Like, I used to live in Arlington. It's like Arlington was cool. Like, a person that lived by themselves would love Arlington. You blend right in with them people. And they friendly enough for you to have like associates and friends there. Like, you can make friends there. Them people, they'll come up to you. Said, I moved out of our home. Yeah, actually people tell on themselves. Yeah, when you know how to vet, they do. That's how I was able to figure out some stuff, like, because I'm listening, like, and then my gut, like, everything ain't cool. Some seem weird. So I start investigating. I start doing little weird stuff, like trying to set stuff up to see if it's moved. And if I was doing little stuff like that. Terrell, Texas. I lived in Texas. I never heard of Terrell, Texas. It's a good place to live. What did you think of Phoenix? Because those two, I would say Miami, I wouldn't move there, just a tourist site. And you trying to prosper and move up, and them people are already up. No, I wouldn't. Nah, I think it'll be kind of difficult, like in Miami, but ocean down there. Regular, you 18, man, you gonna get helped a lot listening to me. Being that young, you gonna have a good life. JJ said, I've been to Phoenix. That's a place I wouldn't go directly to Phoenix because they be gang banging, all that stuff, man. And they don't seem horrible. They don't seem like Milwaukee, Chicago. Oh, okay. There ain't no sundown town, is it? That name seemed kind of. Oh, you lived there. He lived there. Said, I'm 18, but I know that relationships can really turn ugly one way or another. Most of them will. Will, not might, will. See, now it's to the point where if you want a relationship, you got to find the ones like Hennessy, like how Hennessy be talking, you got to find the ones like that. The only difference is that monogamy, man, nah, man. People switch up too much. Nah. People telling themselves all the time, just like kids, true. And Mike said, Terrell, Texas, 50 miles from Garland, Texas. Then Ocean Star said, a 2-bedroom in Miami is like $2,000 in the hood. No, if I'm gonna pay $2,000, I'm going to Arizona. Because all of them, like the whole thing is like mostly suburb, like Goodyear, Gilbert. You're gonna have some hood people, you gonna have this, that, but it's mostly suburbs. I haven't never been there, but I got friends, I got family, I got plenty of people tell me all I need to know about it. People that I trust, they judge me. So I would say look into I don't know, do you prefer a small town or but twins say keep your Jimmy hats close to your regular. Exactly, man. And Hennessy says she left everything. So, Arlington, Texas, that's a good spot. I live, like in Texas, the thing about Texas, man, if you fall off, you can come right back. You can come back up. You can go. People be getting evicted. They be staying in rooms and stuff. Be having full-time jobs. Be staying in rooms, and they just do it until that little eviction thing pass, and then they go right back to normal. But Texas, you get evicted down there, it's gonna come around. This is what he gonna say, because that was my only eviction in Texas. They're gonna tell you, well, you got 2 weeks. They're gonna give you like when they schedule your court date, it's gonna be 3 weeks. And then when you go to court, you're going to be like, oh, I hope they give me enough time. He's going to be like, you got 2 weeks to vacate. He might say something like pay or vacate the premise. Well, it was weird because where I was living at a place called Amp in Arlington. and they was controlling the electric bill, right? 1 month, the electric bill went to $500. Guess what happened? The apartments was like 4 apartments to be one downstairs, one upstairs on this side, one upstairs, one downstairs on the other side. When they did that, 3 out of the 4 got evicted. And I said, dude probably went and got a loan. That's the only reason why he didn't get evicted. Because the other 3 of us, we got evicted. Because when they raised that electric bill to $500, that was just too much back then. It was just too much money. Just like a total of $1,600, which back in 2016, that was way more than it is now. Mike said, man, I wouldn't do a relationship unless you vetted a woman thoroughly, and probably still wouldn't do it. When you enter a relationship now, you got to just be ready to dump. Your attitude as a man should be like, as long as she act right, we can keep this going. As soon as she start, first sign, I'm a dumper. And when you dump her, you can't miss her. You just got to move on. Mike said another good spot is Longview, Texas. It's 30 miles outside of Shreveport off Highway 20. And Hennessy says she cut off her phone number, no contact. Didn't you say he was trying to call you? Look at what Twin wrote, y'all. Twin said they just announced Houston as the #1 city for black men looking for wife. So that the STDs done passed, man. What happened with that, man? So that they got that syphilis thing under control. I heard there's some bad, thick ones too, thick with pretty feet, and their own hair. Well, I don't got a problem with wigs as long as they look stylish. I just prefer them with role play, but Regular said, twin pyramid, of course. Mike, that's what I was thinking, Mike. He said, no way, because Houston, Texas is #1 in STDs. I heard that too. And JJ said, I'm never getting married. When I tell people this, they say, just wish you wait one day, you will. I used to say that too, JJ. Man, Hennessy, what you do to him? She said he tried to contact man. What you do to him? He tried to contact their family members. He must have had some. Never mind. The 304s are infested, Twin said. That's why they getting these old women pregnant, man. These new guys are like new age hippies. They don't like rubbers. And they ain't got no pull up. I told you, man, if you got kids and your ex must get to messing with one of these 30-something, especially if he a jailbird ninja, he gonna get her pregnant. She gonna have another kid. And it's over for your kid's childhood if you don't get your kids out of there. She ain't gonna even want them to go outside. She gonna just want them to be catering to her. I heard that, Mike. Mike said But I will say this: Houston got some super bad females though. And Hennessy's still on the STD thing. She said that's nasty. They getting pregnant, man. They getting pregnant, man. All natural hair hanging long. I'm gonna tell you, how can I say this without being nasty? I care more about the other hair. As long as if you got a wig, low hair, this style, your own long hair, that's good. But I'm one of them dudes. I don't like all that wax and all that stuff. Trying to be like a little kid, somebody that still in elementary school. Like that ain't my thing. You want to groom it? Okay, groom it from a grown woman standpoint. Mike, Twin said Mike 100. Their biological clock is ticking. JJ said my response to wait till you get, he said, wait till you get is just, how do you know if I will get married? Have you traveled to the future? Twin 100, 100, 100. Then he said shag carpet. Yeah, carpet, man. Yeah. Fresh, well groomed carpet. That's just me. Let's get back to this, but I'm still looking at y'all. I'm still going to keep reading y'all comment.
Bitch, and still play games with the bitch and cheat on his wife and do all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and try to wine and dine the bitch, you know what I'm saying? You need to just be like Will. If you listen to tricks, just be a straight trick, get a bitch the money, pay her bills, and get the shit over with. That makes it easy for the pimp, for the hoe, for the trick, everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I can respect brothers like Will. And Will is right. There are a lot of guys that will die or suffer behind, him not tricking. But the only thing I can tell Will is, man, I turn your whole ends into dividends. You know what I mean? So every time your bitch give me some money, you know what I do? I go buy a motherfucking house and I name it after the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sherry, Brenda, Letitia, got it. So
speak for yourself. Says you're funny ass up, bro. Why? What I say?
I don't need the bitch for the head of motherfucker. I don't need my little welfare feeder, man. If you want to fuck with Big Will, bitch, a sound deal. That's what I'm Big Will. I never need Big Will. Do you ever get tired of paying a bill? Like, no. I love tricky.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, 100% trick right here. I'm certified. I don't know if you can show it to him. No, we can see it.
Look, he got it tatted. He got it tatted, man. 100% trick.
Listen. Take me on a trip with you and show me what bitch you want.
Hennessy 4 emoji said pedophile ball. Y'all notice that there's been a spike, and dudes just around my age know this. Anybody that's in here just around my age know that ever since guys been into that ball stuff, more stuff been happening to kids. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It always did happen to kids, but ever since people been into that, off the charts. Off the charts. Yeah, he had that tatted on him, man. But you saw it, Mike.
I got that. What a lot of coupon right there. So you mean I can save a little bit? No, you ain't gonna save.
Henderson said two
We gonna just make it easy.
bullseye emojis, two 100s.
You go anywhere. We go to Puerto Rico. You said, bitch, you out.
I'm probably the only person online who shares every single one of my trades completely for free. I live stream.
It's my job to go get the bitch. It's your job to pay the bitch. Hey, so if you pay it like you win, you can stay in. Oh, man. Hey, man.
He says his job to get her, it's his job to pay her.
So, what's the best thing about tricking and the worst thing?
That's a young dude.
I mean, the best thing is.
Sound like that one dude to be on them.
Don't hear what I said. You know what I'm saying? She going about her business, I go about my business. Did I say that? Stay with me, I ain't got to stay with her. You know what I'm saying? That's what the pimp do. He a babysitter. I ain't a babysitter. Nigga, I don't babysit so old.
Hey, Mike, that's probably what you was talking about, too. You see how he said, let me rewind. He said that Pimpin' Ken was a babysitter. I think that kind of got under his skin. That's like saying he a rest haven. That got under his skin. Let me see.
Hey, show me what bitch you want. We ain't got no bitch. I'm gonna get the bitch for you. That's how I do my paper there. Hey, say, oh, come here and holler at you. What you want? So you mean I can save a little bit? No, you ain't gonna save. Cause you understand, man, we gonna just make it easy for you. You understand? You go anywhere. We go to Puerto Rico. You said, bitch, you out. It's my job to go get the bitch. It's your job to pay the bitch.
Watch what he said.
So if you pay it like you win, you can stay in. Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought so too, Mike.
Trick is the way of life. Yeah, tricking is the way of life.
So, what's the best thing about tricking and the worst thing about tricking?
I mean, the best thing is you ain't got to worry about no headaches. Yeah, no headaches. You know what I'm saying? She gonna.
Ain't that what Coach Greg Adams be saying? Free agent lifestyle, all that stuff. He said you don't got to worry about the headaches. Twin got 3 laugh emojis. And Mike, I agree with you. He said he kind of low-key won the debate over Ken.
My business, like I'm my business. Did I say that? Stay with me, I ain't got to stay with her. You know what I'm saying? That's what the pimp do. He a babysitter. I ain't a babysitter. Nigga, I don't babysit so old. What you got? I got to babysit the bitch when you over there tricking with the bitch. Hey, man, I got that only makes sense. I got the bitch is with you. The bitch get my money, and the bitch coming back and talking to my mic like, why? Talking about the kind of the pimp side, and you.
Relationships is cooked. If y'all get with somebody, y'all better get with somebody that talking and acting like Hennessy. Talking and acting like Hennessy. I'm telling you. If you try to get with, you vetting her out. She like, I be going down there hanging with the Bucks. I be down there hanging with such and such, such and such. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, listen, I'll be like, well, listen. It was nice talking to you though, but I gotta go take care of something. And that'll probably be the last time she heard from me. JJ said, Matrix, how do children work in a polygamy lifestyle though? I'm just curious. Well, I know a dude that I was cool with. I don't know where he at now. He was telling me about, because he believed in polygyny too. We had a massive debate about it, and he was listening. And he started talking. He said one of his best friends was polygynous. He had 2 wives, and both of his women had kids by him. What they did was the younger one stayed at home, took care of all the cleaning, the kids, everything, while him and the other wife worked. he said that was the happiest man he ever seen. This Will seem happy too. Hennessy said, so the way it works is when you in polygyny, you can't be in polygyny if they not cooperating with what you're trying to do. And we all know how they are. Like they might cooperate for a little while, then they're gonna switch up on you. You got to be able to break away and dump them. That's why you don't have kids right away. And that's why you don't move them in right away, because it'll make it easier for you to dump them when they switch up on you, when the interview phase wear down, and now they showing you that they ain't the person you hired to do the job or whatever. So how it would work is, wait, hold on. Man, I gotta figure out something. Let me put this right here. Put this right here. Hope y'all can hear it good. I gotta charge this up a little bit. How it would work is you would need to get them to cooperate with each other. And if whoever the older one is that ain't gonna be having kids, you and her could work just like he did it and have the younger one stay at home. Or they might say, the older one say, well, I'll watch the kids and y'all work. That's fine too. I don't think a dude should have too many because it's too much emotion. It's 2025. They're going to be seeing dudes and stuff. And you, nah, I would say 2, 3 at the most. Hennessy, what was y'all talking about? Said she had this conversation with her mother. And then Regler says, he said he going to head out. Got it. All right, man. Yeah, go ahead and get you some sleep, man. We appreciate you for being in here while you was. But Hennessy said, this is where communication and honesty comes in. That if y'all all agree to it, that's one thing. If everybody don't, that's something else. And if you're lying about it, that's another story too. Exactly. I remember when I was 22, I used to lie to women and stuff. I don't believe in that no more. Like, I think it's unmanly to try to sneak around and be somebody different.
Give the bitch the money and you babysit the old, then you take care of them and pay me at the same time, nigga. Hey, you the babysitter, 100% trick.
That's what you talking about, Mike. He seemed like he was mad.
Hey, you have to get a trick before you become a pimp. You have to buy a I need you snatch one of my hoes. I did not knock your hoe. You can't knock my hoe. You can't knock a trick, hoe. Stab you and you know Kevin and watch you walk away limping. You fix the dudes you can use. I blow your mother.
Relationships are cooked. It's not 100% cooked. It's still slight possible that you can get what you want to get out of it, but highly unlikely. And this interview just proved it, man. These are two dudes that 2025 women like.
You gotta understand, you're really just paying for her company. It's not really my pleasure. It's like if I join the zoo, my pleasure, my hobby is tricking.
He said his hobby is tricking. And he said he paid for his pleasure. Hennessy said, a real man will call it exactly what it is. He's not going to sneak around. He will not lie about what he is doing. And he will give you the choice. Exactly. That's what I be saying. If you've been watching my videos, you done heard me say that all the time. Don't be scared to let these women make their own choice. Mike said another thing is when you lie to women, you inadvertently telling the woman she is of more value than you because you scared to lose her. Y'all all making some good points up in here. So you cannot be honest in fear of losing her. That's why they be lying. That's what I was telling them two guys. I said, man, you scared to lose her, but you doing stuff where you going to end up losing her if she find out. And I told y'all one of my female coworkers, she used to try to be sneaky and stuff, but she didn't know that her husband knew somebody upstairs. And so sometimes the people upstairs will be back there for different reasons, different functions of their job. And she went and told him. He was in there all with his hand in her face, like they ended up getting divorced. And I knew her husband. So that was, I got to get something to drink, y'all. Yep, I'm going off the screen. Give me a second. Jay says, what city you live in? Why can't I see your picture, Jay? Is that the Jay that I know from Milwaukee? I can't see your picture. Milwaukee. Hennessy said, and I left. I refused to chase him. I am the prize. Okay. What city you from? Hennessy. Let me tell you. Okay, Tennessee. According to the Bible, you're not. According to how who you say you are on here, you were a good consolation for him. Because a lot of women ain't like you. Then she said, and that is exactly why he is crying right now. And I know why he's crying. If what you said is how it was, he crying because he probably got another chick and he was in there, all hot dog down the hallway. Psst, psst, man, this ain't nothing, man. I feel little. I'm the truth, man. I just got to call it. Every time he get hot dog down the hallway, he gonna be looking for you, Hennessy. Jay says you gotta let that hurt go. I'll never speak to him again in this lifetime or the next. Don't hold no grudge against him. You just keep. Wait, hold on. You just keep being who you are. Don't change. Don't change, because even though you got to get in line, you got a lot of competition. But I be having some dudes in here, man. You got to tell me how old you are and stuff like that. I'm telling you, I could hook you up. I couldn't deal with you because that monogamy stuff. I ain't dealing with no monogamy. But that's like my main reason is the monogamy. This is my vision. To have two queens and to have a ceremony with both of them, to crown them both at the same time. And possibly a concubine to go with them. Speak for yourself, said, are you a pastor? Yes, I am. Prophet, pastor. But don't compare me to them little fake weak dudes. I'm what they need to be. I keep it real. I don't got no reason to lie to nobody. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, that is one thing. If you're single, you can do whatever you want. If I'm in a first of this how I am. This how I'm gonna do it going forward. When I meet people, I'm gonna keep my hands to myself, and I'm gonna value my semen, value it. As I get to know and like, they get to that point of like, I'll make them my concubine. We'll get down on our knees, and I'll present her to the Most High and say, this is going to be my concubine with the potential of moving up to the higher position of being wife. And even the concubine still ain't living with me. You got to make it to that. Because, see, I did a lot of things wrong. I can't blame nobody but myself, really. Rushing stuff, letting stuff slide that I shouldn't have let slide. Hennessy said, 1,000% I am grown. I don't have to lie about anything. I keep it 100, and I've always been that way. I am of high value, very special. Do you nag? Are you argumentative? You got a situationship? The conversation I had with my mother, that probably is the new situationship. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You and getting all your motherfucking money 100%. Trick. Wait, so you get pleasure, like pleasure giving. You get pleasure giving money.
Dude he was digging at the trick. She said no, no.
7,500 for 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. It was in a magazine. Yeah, just flip the page over and stuff. But you felt job well done. You like, yeah, I ain't never knocked that type of race female out. Italian, black, mixed breed. You know that pretty, that mixed breed, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't let him get anyone, any mixed breed hit me. I'm taking him on the road with me. And when we get him.
I kind of see what he's saying with that, man. I like that. I like that a little bit too. I do. I get where you're going with that. As far as look, I like a lot of different type, a lot of different skin tones, a lot of different type. But the main thing I go by is attitude. Like I like women that are headstrong but not too headstrong. And women that ain't gonna try to freak everybody's, but she gonna freak the dude she like.
When we get back, hey man, he gonna be looking at this second pot box. That motherfucker gonna be empty. I'm gonna find him every bitch on the planet. I'm gonna get him the baddest hole he could ever imagine. And he gonna say, man, how did this old nigga do that? You understand what I'm saying? And me, I'm gonna be best of friends.
It don't matter.
You understand me? He gonna trick, and I'm gonna make sure that the tricking don't stop. He gonna be like some speedways. Y'all see the speedways, the wheels that don't stop spinning? That's how the tricking gonna be. He gonna be non-stop tricking speedways. Yeah. He gonna be
What's our first thing about tricking?
Man, they get on your nerves.
He said the worst part of tricking is they get on your nerve. Right now, I'm loving me, and my most important thing is to enjoy myself and any and everything I think I want to do right now. And all my toys, I'm the biggest kid that I know. So I play with toys too. I play video games and stuff like that, man. Definitely. If I had some He-Man action figures right here, I'd be making them fight. Remember how when we had the action figure, we used to make them fight? We got to keep going with this.
Nah, they don't steal money from trees. What do you do? What I'm saying. I make them right. What I'm saying. Some dudes say they be putting drops and shit in. No, I don't do that. Oh, y'all, I ain't drinking that on no female. Okay, yeah, no.
Have you ever fell in love with a female?
Yeah, I got 8 baby mamas. You be honest.
Ain't baby mamas. Yeah, there you go, Hennessy. My guy Ocean Star asked, where you from? I forgot. What? I think she said, was that you that said you was from California? Rock'em sock'em. Yeah. I still watch old wrestling matches from the 80s. I still watch No Holds Barred, the Bay Area. Yeah, I figured it was California. I watch them all the time. Old karate movies, especially if I could find the black belt theater ones.
So let me ask you, which one of these games is illegal? Like, the pimp versus the trick. Which one is it? Is it being illegal? We go to jail, he get a get out of jail pass. But don't they arrest Johns? Yeah, they arrest him too, but they very rare.
Excuse me.
Well, see, we don't do it that way. See what I'm saying? You don't consider yourself a John. Nah, I ain't no John. I'm a trick. You ain't gonna pull up looking for it. Nah, I ain't looking for it. Okay. I'm eating. I ain't gotta go look for it. So he gotta take his foot on the track. I'm taking off the track. Once you give me pins over with. Oh, man. See, I'm trying to roll with this. So, what? If they did move to the west. Yeah. Wait. So when the phrase Captain Save a Hole, that affects you how? When you get that's not me. I ain't saving no hoes. You saving I'm not saving them. I'm getting my pleasure getting out of them.
So, and that's how this why they be wanting those tricks, right? This where Sheba 7 is setting y'all up. He said he ain't saving y'all. He getting his pleasure and he moving around. So Shira 7 is gonna have y'all stuff gonna be looking like this. This all you getting right here. This gonna be your slit. See how long it is? And then when you open up, this what y'all gonna get dealing with Will. Because Will is not going. See, you better off just staying with your boyfriend. You got kids by that man. Just stand down. He might marry you one day. Or if you already married, some of y'all, you got a big freaking mouth. It's too late for you because you talk too freaking much. And you ain't got no wisdom. But you would be better off, those of you that got a husband, you've been fighting with him and he think about putting you away. You think that you the ish, but you clearly ain't been paying attention. You clearly ain't been paying attention. Women have more competition than men got. And the competition for men, it works different. It don't work the same as women. Like dudes, this competition for me, it don't matter because it's way more women than men. But for women, it's less men to go around for the women. So if you got 100,000 dudes that you not they type, that's 100,000 gone. You down 100,000. Then the next 100,000, you got 5 dudes that he'll smash you, but he ain't gonna get with you. So now you down 200,000 and you got a body count that went up by 5. See? You ain't getting nowhere. You would have been better off just staying with your husband. Especially you got kids. You dumb, unwise. I ain't gonna say it. You taking those kids' father out of their life because you got that hole in you. You too curious. And all you gonna get, you putting your kids in risk because those dudes can be deviants. They've been and tried to get with one of your kids. I know somebody that just got out of prison not too long ago, stabbed dude up because she caught him messing with her son. Pure facts, real life story. One of my auntie friends. She come in the bathroom. He got her son bent over the sink. Blasted him out. Had him bleeding. Little kid. She took that knife, killed dude. I'm telling you. Y'all be putting y'all kids at stake. And I don't know what happened with her, but I'm saying like these women letting social media, tricks, and everybody else mess them up. You ain't everybody's type. If you light skin and he like dark skin, all the dudes that like dark skin, you not they type. If they mess with you, it's just gonna be for sex. If you dark skin and they just like light skin, you not they type. You'll have to get, when you're not somebody type, you got to get somebody that don't really care like that. They just like women.
Every female can be taken care of some type of way. You feel what I'm saying? So anything that got a female, you gotta take care of. But if you ain't gonna take care of, that's when I come in. I'm gonna get her.
Said, if you ain't gonna take care of them, that's when you come in. Hey man, you can have them. I'm gonna take care of myself. You can have them. Because even if I did take care of them, that don't mean they ain't gonna mess with you. See, that's how that works. They could be greedy. This is what Mike was talking about.
That's how I break a pill. He said a CD, right? I said CD, DVDs. I said a book. I got him. Hey, listen. He didn't get you that CD. Will, Boosie inside of me, Ice inside of me, Mike Fresh inside of me. I'm the big old motherfucking piece for real, but I just big real shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't necessarily need these. I'm on 80 million records. I'm on records with Lil Jon, Too Short, 50 Cent, Black 10. So it ain't just about.
He was just shooting down. He was shooting down everything Ken was saying, man. Like he had an answer for everything.
Listen, though, I'm pimping Ken, right? That means I'm pimping Ken. I'm pimping me first. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I pay myself first. Now, a bitch ain't nothing but
Hennessy says, they for the streets, don't trust, bring everything home. Dangerous, exactly. 4 laugh emojis.
But when I was pimping in the game, in the streets, and you know, it's illegal, like you said. It's illegal now. Yeah, so that's the reason why I got out the game. Because I didn't want to go to jail. One day is a life sentence to me. You know what I'm saying? We'll play it one day is life sentence. So that's the reason why I don't do it no more, Will. But when I did do it, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't throw rice in a Chinese way. Fucking with me. You couldn't bust a grape and run us back down. I was really good. You better be glad I'm selling DVDs, y'all.
Because you really talk, when you talking like you really like had him call you like, where's my hoe at?
I have.
Tell us about that story.
Yeah, I had one call me one time.
What's the name?
I had one call me one time. I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah, say that nigga name. I mean, you can't come on here and proclaim.
It would close more deals as soon as next week, possibly. Now, when I say more deals, here's what I mean. I mean truth.
Claiming the great. Okay, you make it. As a trick, you make it tall.
I didn't even get his name.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it.
But the bitch name.
Man, I ain't gonna do that. I can say one thing I trick that do. I ain't gonna spill the beans because I ain't gonna be able to do no trick. Yeah.
Nah.
There, look, relationships is cooked. He ain't gonna tell on your wife. If he trick on your wife, he said he ain't gonna spill the beans. Because if he spill the beans, he ain't gonna be able to do no more tricking. Some of y'all dudes, this why she won't have sex with you. He done stretched her. She just trying to tighten back up so you won't notice. That's what be going on. These type of dudes is cooking relationships and they making them foolishness. Foolishness. You trying to get married. You want to come down. What's that music? Here comes the bride. All dressed in white. And she got Will semen on the inside of her. On the inside of her jaw. The inside of her from last night at her bachelorette party. Dudes like him. And you finna marry her. Guess what's gonna happen? This what's gonna happen. The women that don't do nothing at first, when they start dealing with people like Will or Pimpin' Ken, why you don't do this? You don't do that. They're gonna scale back everything they do. When they start getting attention, they're gonna scale back everything they do. This one, I'm telling you, man. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. You think you want to be married because you listening to the wrong people. Listen to people that's been married. That's going to tell you the negativity. The positivity, you don't need to hear that because this ain't 1975. This is 2025. You don't want to hear the positivity. You need to hear the negativity first. When they get to talking to these other men behind your back, the way I knew stuff wasn't perfect, something was going on, is I activated the inner player in me, the inner vetter. Like I always knew how to vet. I just vetted at different degrees, different levels. I didn't always want to do it. So the way I knew something wasn't right is the arguments and the nagging increased. And so I was sitting back, then silent treatment, all that stuff. I was sitting back like, stuff seemed different. This is what I said to myself. Some seemed different. So I started watching closer. And I started noticing this stuff was different. And I figured out what it was. When you get with these women, you got to stand on them. You got to tell them, look, I'm not playing that you dealing with other dude stuff. If you deal with other women, you tell her up front. And you tell her up front that it's not the same. You got to stand on them. They supposed to be coming into your life. They supposed to adapt to you. You don't adapt to them. And Hennessy, I get with everything you saying, but I'm going by this right here. This is what I'm going by. I'm not going by the United States. I'm going by the Bible. The Bible says, matter of fact, let's go to it. Ocean say, yeah. Let's go to it. Peter, 1 Peter chapter 3. Likewise, ye wives be in subjection to your own husband, not your work husband. Because if you got a work husband, he needs to dump you on the spot immediately. Your own husband. What they was doing back then is women was acting nicer to the other men, which they do now too, than their own husband. That's why he said this. That if any obey not the word, that's, he drink too much. He be gambling. All this stuff because you want to do it says without the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation. That word conversation is another word for lifestyle in other languages of the wives. Verse 2, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outwardly adorning of plaiting the hair, which they try to do, and the wearing of gold or putting on of apparel, yoga pants, this, that, and the other. Verse 4, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price. Remember, the opposite holds true with the devil. So a dysfunctional, arrogant, conceited, loudmouth broad, that's what the devil like. An argumentative woman, devil, is what he like, or she. Verse 5, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in God, watch this, this is important. adoring themselves, being in subjection unto their own husband. All these women going to these churches, all these women saying they saved, right? Verse 5 exposed a lot of y'all. It says the women who really trusted in God were in subjection to their husband. You don't trust in God if you ain't treating your husband right. You can try to act like you spiritual all you want. Verse 5 just exposed you. If you not in subjection to your husband, you are not, like it say right here, you don't trust in God. Because if you trust in God, you'll know I'm going to do right by him, and the Most High going to do right by me. You don't trust that he'll do right by you. You don't trust that he'll recompense or anything else. Verse 6, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughter ye are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. So basically, if you're not like Sarah, you like Jezebel. Ain't no in between. Those are the two opposite ends of the spectrum. Sarah, Jezebel. If you're not Sarah, then you Jezebel. Based on what I just read. Ocean said, yep, true. Henderson said, a man that had multiple women, he needs to be able to provide for each of them exactly the same, and they need not be a secret. Provide, you right. He do need to do the same for both. He do. But these women are not kids. If it's okay, I say if she has a child, then he should fully provide for her while she is nursing that child. Once that child goes to school or whatever and can get a little more independent, then she is to contribute. I think he should provide for her, but she should contribute to the household. I don't believe in that 100% stuff. I don't. Because that don't make y'all act no better. And I know. And you lose out financially. You make her contribute, because if she's contributing, that's less money that you have to put on the bills and more money that you can build your whole entire life up with. If a dude gotta just every time he just fighting, scratching, clawing for bills, what's the point? Like you might as well be by yourself. Like, why would you be within a life like that? Especially if that's not how it was. See, marriage is supposed to make life better, not worse. Ain't no woman worth struggling your whole life. Ain't nothing about her worth you struggling your whole life. You fighting your whole life. You arguing your whole life. It ain't a woman alive that's worth that. And then they go mess with Will and Pimp and Ken. However, I say again that this is where communication comes in. That, yeah, it is a choice to be made, not to be volunteered in a triangulation. Yeah, that's true too. He said, I did right by him. He didn't do right by me. And the Most High tapped me, my shoulder, and told me to remove myself. Y'all was married? Were you married to him? I agree. Were you married to him, Hennessy? This is showing me the Most High showed you that. Okay, then I'm gonna tell you like this. The Most High didn't tell you to leave that man. If y'all was married, That ain't how that work, Hennessy. You were supposed to let him put you away. Because if you didn't do anything to cause the demise and he put you away, you got a clean slate. Most High didn't tell you to leave him. Abused mentally, sexually, physically, or financially. How? How did he do that? How did he? Okay, let's start with mentally. How did he abuse you mentally? And you know, I'm gonna be completely fair, no side taking, but you know, I'm gonna go by this. Start with mentally. How did he abuse you mentally? I'm gonna be listening to this in the background.
Come on, man.
Reacting to it.
You feel what I'm saying?
Tell us the story about
I might have to listen to the long video. I might have to finish reacting to this tomorrow.
Hey, you got my hoe. I'm like, what hoe? Said she ain't a hoe no more. She my girl. You know what I'm saying? This big tricky going on. I done took her from him. That him straight up. He said, well, it's a choosing fest. It's a tricky fee. I paid. Whoa. You feel what I'm saying? So, she told me she had to choose him, give him some money. I told her, I'm going to give you what you got to give him 2 times.
She said, you don't abandon your wife and your responsibility because you want to play with someone else. I agree with that. And if you were who you say you are on here and he chose to do that, unfortunately, look what it says. I just read it and it's this is where the Bible can be really harsh. It can get really harsh. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may be without the word be won by the lifestyle of their wives. You're supposed to let him put you away. And while you're there, focus on winning. It's rough, man, but that's just the way, that's what it teach, man. You said, hold on. Just because you think the grass is greener on the other side to find out that it's not. You don't get to double back and come back to me. Wait, hold on. Why is it froze? Okay, I need to go up. Okay, hold on. Let's see where we at. Osha said, same as with me. Just because you think the grass is greener on the other side to find out it's not. You don't get to double back and come back to me. That would be a no, especially if we didn't have a conversation about it. And I understand that. See, but you were married to him, and the Bible say, like my grandmother first, perfect example of what the Bible is talking about. My grandfather had a whole nother kid. You know she was mad about that. You know she was hurt. She stayed with him. She kept being who she was supposed to be. I kid you not, when we was little, we couldn't eat. All that stuff. My auntie was alive and well back then. We couldn't eat until my grandfather ate. She treated him like a king until he was dead. And when he died, she cried like a baby. She didn't say, well, I don't care because he had another kid anyways. She cried. My mother said she cried so harsh and loud that it made everybody in the house cry. Everybody made everybody cry when they heard how she cried for my grandfather that had another kid with somebody else. And now get this. Somebody mentioned 50-year weddings, right? My auntie, I'm finna show you how my grandmother was something else now. His other child with the other, she was at the 50-year. My grandmother didn't act funny towards her. My grandmother accepted. Kept doing, grandfather finally came around. Got a little older. He stopped tripping out. Started acting better. Got more spiritual. He started studying the Bible, praying with her, going to church with her. That's how you were supposed to do it. Now, if he put you away and you was being who you was supposed to be, you could remarry. But you weren't supposed to leave him because he got some tail on the side. As bad as it may seem, that's what those scriptures are saying. Women's intuition, exactly, Ocean. I didn't sign up for that. I signed up. Have I signed up for that? And maybe I would have stayed, but that was not my agreement. Hennessy, you're not even supposed to make marriage vows. That's false. I could show you in the Bible right now, you're not supposed to make marriage vows. Yes, no. That's all you're supposed to do. Yes, no. Be honest. And a man, man, what's going on with this? This thing trying to die on us. I was gonna plug this in. That's got to be fun, Ocean Star. A woman that actually have a drink with you. I remember those days. When they start getting mad at you, though, they don't want to have a drink with you. They're going to say that for the stranger dude that's going to bop her in one night. She didn't give it up to you for years, and she going to give it up to him in 1 week or one night. I'm just looking at y'all comments. we're going to have to finish this reaction. Said he did that. He still don't know that I know that. So he don't know why you left. That's even worse. And I'm sure that your grandfather still treats your grandmother with some type of respect. Yeah, but think about it. Yeah, he probably treated her with respect, but he stepped out and had a whole nother kid. And I understand that, however. I will not stay anywhere and be disrespected. I don't give a damn who you are. You probably would have been better off just not getting married. I witnessed a lot of that growing up, and I will not suffer that. Yeah. Disrespect, I'm not a dog. Hennessy, you and Ocean probably should exchange information, and you never know. I don't like weddings or believe in them, but that'd be really something if y'all got together. You seem like y'all had similar, and you know she drink, Ocean. Hennessy. She probably be drinking. See, I did not leave him. Hello, he left me. He abandoned our union. He said, "You right." There you go, Hennessy. Let that go, man. You got Ocean in it. You got Ocean right here. He said, "See, you sound bitter and scared talking about how all these females are, because all these females are not the same." And I know that. I know that. I'm not bitter and scared. I'll dump them. Well, I don't got nothing to be scared of. I'll just dump them. Like, ain't finna be none of that. Oh, I love you. Oh, freak. Then you shut down. It ain't happening. You'll get dumped. This will never happen again. No. I'm not bitter. Just like when I was working my job, right? I was talking to one of my coworkers. I said, they keep talking about therapy and all this stuff. If I get tired of this job, I'm just going to quit. There ain't no need for no therapy. I ain't finna stay. They like, every time you look, we have to come in there on our off days, come in there early. Therapy. Oh, well, this person does this person. No, I will quit. And that's what I did. It was either that or me get the pound and beating everybody up. Creating liability. Getting fired because I cussed out my superiors. Like when I told him I could have gotten in trouble for that. He comes over there. He trying to get on me. He just caught me at a bad time. I said, with all due respect, sir, I think they need you out. And I pointed harshly, too. I said, I think they need you out there more than I need you in here. I threw the point. I think they need you out there more than I need you in here. He looked at me like, man, who this nigga think he is? He left out, and the lieutenant came in there. He never smiled, but he came in there smiling. They was like, you smiling? I know why he was smiling, because dude probably told him what happened, and he thought it was funny. Hennessy because she knows him well and she already has a mirror. I don't know what you're talking about with that. In a sense, what does that mean? He has to step up and do better. So instead, he would go play with someone new that don't know him and start over midlife crisis. I don't believe in that midlife crisis stuff. I don't believe in that stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I don't believe in that stuff. That stuff is foolishness. Ain't no such thing as that for a man. They don't even say that. They don't even equate that to women. If I had a woman right here, right now, my bust is going to be more than when I was in my 20s, probably. It's like, how can I say this, PG-13? The amount of fluid has not changed. And sometimes it seems like it's more. So what is a midlife crisis? Me growing my hair out? My hair kind of fell out because I'm going up there and talk to him tomorrow, like, man, because he was supposed to do my hair. It's growing back. But my hair y'all saw my hair was long. And I didn't get it did. And so some of it came out, but it's starting to come back again. So you don't believe in that, but that's what he did. You have to understand he's 60 years old, 60 plus years old. Yeah, but a man can be 60, and they say that a man is in his prime years, sometimes, especially with his finances, at age 50 to 65. They said the average age of a millionaire is 62 years old. You know them young girls going for him. People be lying. Young women be liking older dudes, man. I'm just going to tell you flat out, since some of them you don't got to pay them no money. They just like older dudes. I'm not. Listen. Just know I'm telling you facts. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm talking about me, not someone else or someone else's situation. Yeah, but you trying to say because he was 60, it was a midlife crisis. You know what I think? I think, Hennessy, you got one in here right now that you can be talking to. I think you need to just let that go, man. And just keep being who you are. Give the wonderful part of yourself to somebody else. You got, wait a minute. We got Ocean in here for you. That's who you need to be talking to. Tell her, Ocean, you still in here? Okay. No, see, you rejected. What would it hurt for you to see? Right now, however, what those young women don't understand is there going to be a nurse, nanny, and maid's already left. Let it go. We're having a conversation. 18 months in the clear, no contact, feeling great, loving myself. Yeah, you know who you remind me of? Judge Lynn Toller. Like that man, I used to have a thing for her back in them 90s. When that show first started coming on, them lip. Now she be looking disheveled because she's still hurt, man. Cause she was, and he even said she was a good one. He died. And I was, let's just say, I'd be talking to people on the internet. And I told somebody, I said, look, you gotta move on. Well, I ain't say it like that. I said you gotta try to have some fun. You gotta try to have some fun in life. If I dealt with an older woman in the 60s, I saw that woman do a cartwheel. I'd be like, ain't unless they was making her do some stuff, it appears that she just dealt with her husband. Yeah, she's a beautiful, smart woman, beautiful queen. She missed her husband. And I respect that, man. I did. I respect that. Like, women don't be like that. Now they be wanting their husband to move on so they can be a little thought. Their husband died and now they in the bar trying to talk for sympathy like they miss their husband. You clearly ain't missing them that much. You in the bar. She don't be in no bar. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we're gonna have to continue this. I'm gonna play a little more of it then. I'm probably get off of here in the next 5 minutes or so. Let's see.
And she chose me.
Wow.
You.
You know what though? Any pimp hoe.
Hey, you know what though? Will, he wasn't no pimp.
Well, she.
He wasn't no pimp.
Hold on, wait.
The reason why I say wasn't no pimp, man, because you can't take no hoe. You can't call a pimp and take his hoe. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how the game go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to give him a phone. You have to give him a phone call, and you got to tell him, say, man, your bitch shows up. So if the bitch didn't choose up, you didn't take the bitch. The bitch made a man dash.
What you had on your hand, sir, was a renegade.
A renegade. A out-of-pocket bitch.
That's most of them, baby. Renegade. She said that's why, because that's what I'm saying. I'm that. But that's why I chose to sit down and heal for 18 months instead of run outside. And that's good. Ocean said fake love. What's fake love, Ocean? You think Judge Lynn was fake love? I'm going to tell you, out of the older women that seem like they would be too old for me, let's see. Yeah, have a good night, Hennessy. She said, thank you. Good night. I wish that man nothing but peace and happiness, sincerely. So, I would have to say, Judge Lynn and it's always gonna be Jackie Harry. Man, that childhood, them early teenage years, boy, I used to be watching that 227. Had a thing for her, boy. Now that's how femininity looked. How she used to, that's femininity. When they act like that, that's feminine. I'm telling you. I think you made her mad, Ocean. She think you was talking to her. Fake love. But them too. Well, let me see if it's somebody else. There's got to be somebody else. No ill. She said no ill will, not at all. I don't know if he was talking about that though. What was you talking about, Ocean? Yeah, she think you talking to her. Ocean. She said, Ocean, good night. But shit, it was a couple, man. I'm trying to think. Women, there's plenty of them that's attractive, 30 and up. Tish Tales, that's the number one on YouTube, looks wise, I think. Then, shoot, I think Maya is aging extremely gracefully. Extreme. Said, P.S. When you go to people, it comes back around to you. The energy that you put out, you get it back. Yeah, but sometimes you ain't even got to put out bad energy. People bring it right to you. That's why I used to think like, man, I'm being judged for how I used to do. Because now, if y'all haven't noticed, it seems like it when you help somebody now, you should just do it out of the kindness of your heart because they're not going to appreciate it and it ain't going to get you nowhere either. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Get off of here. I'm going to have to finish this. I'm going to have to, I might come back on tomorrow night and finish reacting to this. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah, we got over an hour left to react to. I'm at 21. And she says 3 100s. Ocean said I'm 51. Ocean, was you talking to Hennessy? Seemed like she thought you was talking to her with the fake love. $51 ain't nothing. Still be crushing these, bro. That's practically young nowadays. a woman 51 having a baby. I don't know. I don't see. I gotta hear. Said full of life. Yeah. I gotta hear about these women having these kids, man. I mess around and have a mermaid. 76-year-old. She'll mess around and have a mermaid or some stuff. Come out half fish, half. Man, I ain't mean to stay on here that long. I'm gonna get some Call of Duty in. But anyway, I do thank everybody that came in here. Make sure you hit the like button if you ain't did so already on your way out. See y'all later.